The assassin reached Earth's leader before the guards saw him, and that was the first mistake the galaxy made. Believing humans only protected what they loved with walls, President Amara Sol was speaking beneath Geneva Orbital, welcoming ambassadors to the Festival of Peace. When the Carvax envoy smiled, unfolded his hand, and released a needle of living shadow, it passed through shields, armor, and prayer, then struck her heart before 3 billion citizens. The assassin expected screams, panic, rage. Instead, Earth went silent, and human cameras stayed focused on the fallen leader, as if memory itself had decided to testify. For 9 minutes, no human ship moved. No soldier fired, no mob broke the alien embassies. Doctors fought to keep Amara alive while the assassin stood frozen, because he had been told humans were emotional creatures. Easy to provoke, quick to bleed, quicker to burn. Yet the humans around him did not strike. They only looked at him with the stillness predators show when they have chosen the ending. Across the stars, the Carvax Empire waited for Earth to overreact, because that had been the plan: kill the peacemaker, trigger fury, then convince the galaxy that Earth was always the monster. But then humanity sent flowers. The first delivery arrived at the Carvax embassy on Earth. White lilies, Martian blue roses, and black orchids grown in lunar ash, tied with a ribbon carrying one sentence: "We mourn what you have made necessary." Then more flowers came, not to human memorials, but to every Carvax consulate, council chamber, trade station, and military outposts. They came in glass coffins, carried by silent drones, placed gently before gates and cannons. Each bouquet contained the name of one human killed in earlier Carvax raids. Names the Empire had erased, names humanity had preserved. The galaxy watched in confusion, then in fear. Because the flowers were not forgiveness, they were inventory. President Amara survived the night, barely. The living shadow poisoned her blood with memories of death, and for 3 days she spoke only to doctors. The council begged Earth for patience. Carvax Emperor denied involvement, calling the assassin a fanatic. But human investigators released the truth without shouting. Payment trails, genetic orders, palace codes, even the Emperor's private command: make Earth kneel by making it angry. The evidence reached every network. Clean, undeniable, impossible to bury. Still, humanity did not declare war. Instead, Amara appeared from her hospital bed, pale, wounded, breathing through silver tubes, and said, "We accept your confession." That was when every flower opened. Inside each bouquet was a message crystal, and every crystal projected the same recording: the assassin kneeling in containment, not tortured, not broken. Only asked one question: who gave the order? His answer echoed across Carvax streets, barracks, and throne temples. And in the silence that followed, the second part of the flowers activated. Not bombs, not poison, but funeral songs. Thousands of human voices singing for the dead of both species. Carvax citizens heard human choirs mourning soldiers who had died obeying liars, and many wept before they understood why humanity had not attacked their bodies. It had attacked the story that held their empire together. And then the warships arrived. They did not come screaming out of hyperspace. They appeared one by one at the edge of every Carvax system. Black and silver vessels shaped like folded wings. Quiet as judgment, the largest was the Mercy of Sol, a dreadnought the size of a city, carrying hospitals on one side and planet crackers on the other. Admiral Jonah Reyes opened a channel to every Carvax world. By order of Earth, your Emperor is charged with attempted murder, conspiracy, and crimes against peace. Stand aside, and no civilian will be harmed. Raise weapons, and we will remove the weapons, not the people behind them. The Empire laughed. Then launched 10,000 missiles. Every missile vanished, not exploded, not intercepted, vanished. Human ships opened tiny gravity mouths in space and swallowed the arsenal whole, then returned, the missiles disarmed, cold, and stacked outside naval academies. The next volley lost its engines, the next lost its guidance. The next became harmless metal rain falling into empty deserts. Carvax admirals screamed for close assault. Their cruisers charged, and human warships moved for the first time. Not fast, not flashy, but perfectly. Cutting engines, shields, and command links. Leaving enemy ships alive, but helpless. Drifting like cages full of thunder in 1 hour. The proudest fleet in the Empire became a museum of bad decisions. The Emperor ordered civilian cities to be used as shields, and that was his final mistake. Human doors opened above those cities, and evacuation lights fell like dawn. Families were lifted from streets. Hospitals, schools, and prison camps moved through bright corridors into protected zones behind Earth lines. Karvak soldiers watched humans save their children while their own emperor fired from behind them. The war did not become easier after that. It became sacred. Rebel units turned their guns away from Earth and toward palace fleets. Entire colonies lowered their flags. And in every surrendered city, humans left food, doctors, and one vase of flowers at the gate by the 7th day. Earth's warships surrounded the Karvak's throne world. The Emperor broadcast his final threat. Claiming he would burn his capital before surrendering to apes with soft hearts, Admiral Reyes answered with 3 words. We brought water, then the sky broke open. Not with fire, but with oceans. Tankers released rain over burning districts. Engineers froze, reactor meltdowns, mid-explosion. Marines entered the palace through smoke and glass. Carrying shields instead of blades, the Emperor was found in a chamber of gold. Screaming for assassins that never came, a medic treated his wounded arm before the handcuffs closed. When President Amara stood before the rebuilt council months later, the scar over her heart shone like a silver star. Behind her stood Karvak's children holding earth flowers. And behind them waited human warships, visible through the windows. She did not ask for tribute. She did not demand empire. She only placed one white lily on the council floor and said, Peace is not weakness. Mercy is not permission. And patience is not fear. We sent flowers because we remembered our dead. We sent warships because we protect the living. The galaxy bowed its heads, not to Earth's power, but to its terrifying balance, because humanity had shown them the truth. The hand that offers a flower can also guide a fleet, and the species that mourns before battle is the one you should never force into war.